In today's video, we're going to learn how to print a square star pattern in Python, just like the one you see here on the screen. The goal is simple. We'll write a Python program that takes a number n from the user and prints a square pattern with n rows and n columns using the star symbol. For example, if the user enters n equals 4, the output will be a 4x4 grid of stars. If they enter n equals 6, it'll be a 6x6 grid. Pretty cool, right? Let us analyze this pattern first. Notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows in total, and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns in each row. Just like in a matrix, we have to print 4 rows, and in each row we have to print a star symbol for each of the 4 columns. Let us write down the points that we need to write a program out of this. One, we have to write a loop that runs for 4 times. This is for row traversal. 2, for each row, we have to write a loop that runs for 4 times. This is for column traversal. 3, for each column, print a star symbol, since we are given a star symbol to print. Let us generalize these steps for any n value. 1, write a loop that runs for n times. This is for row traversal. 2, for each row, write a loop that runs for n times. This is for column traversal. This means we are going to have a nested loop. 3, and for each column, print a star symbol. Let us write a function, print_star_pattern, which takes n as an argument, and prints a square star pattern of size n. Now, the body of function. To write a loop that runs for n times, we can use a for loop with range function for I in range of n. During this iteration, I values range from 0 to n-1 in steps of 1, where 0 and n-1 are included. This is just from the behavior of range function. Inside this for loop, which means for each row, we have to write another for loop that runs for n times. This is for column traversal in each row. This is also a for loop that runs over a range of n. During this inner for loop iteration, j values range to 0 to n-1 in steps of 1. The inner loop is just like the outer loop. The only distinction is that outer loop is being used for rows, and the inner loop is being used for columns. For each column value, we need to print a star symbol. Let us use print statement. In Python, by default, print statement prints a trailing new line, but we need to print the values in a row in a single line. For that, let us pass n parameter of the print function, an empty string. This makes the print function to print the given star character and stay there itself, not going to the next line. Also, after we print all the star symbols in a row, we have to print a new line, so that next row prints in a new line. For this, we can use a print function without any arguments. It just prints a new line. Now, write an input function that prompts user to enter a number. Since input function returns a string, use int function to convert the input an integer value. Store this integer value in variable n. Call print_star_pattern function and pass n as argument. Run the program. Prompt appears in the console to enter a number. Enter 4. The program prints square star pattern with 4 rows and 4 columns. Let's rerun the program and this time enter 6. The program prints square star pattern with 6 rows and 6 columns. To compensate character width for the line height, let us add an additional space after star symbol. Run the program. Prompt appears in the console to enter a number. Enter 4. The program prints square star pattern with 4 rows and 4 columns. To sum up, We learned how to analyze the pattern by looking at rows and columns print a square star pattern. This program is just to get started with printing patterns using Python programs. In our next videos, we will go through different patterns, each explained in detail with pattern analysis and Python programs. If this video helped you understand how to print patterns in Python, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more beginner-friendly coding tutorials. Got a question or want a triangle pattern next? Drop it in the comments. See you in the next video.